Hello and welcome back to the Retro Perspective. This time we have a very special episode because last week I was contacted by a long-time viewer of the channel who'd been watching some of the official PlayStation magazine videos, and he said he had some magazines in his attic which were never going to be used, so he asked if he could send them to me. And I was very appreciative of that, of course, and the packages came the other day and I was expecting just magazines, but there's a load of other cool stuff in these boxes that I just had to make this video and do a proper unboxing. So thank you very much, Christopher, and let's get into it. Wow. So first up we have a PlayStation carry case. I believe this is probably from the PS1 era. And if you want to carry a PlayStation console around, what better way to do it than an official PlayStation bag? But not only that, inside the bag we have some t-shirts, I believe. This is a ladies' PlayStation 3 t-shirt. I'll be forcing my girlfriend to wear that. Now, he said he worked in retail, so I think this might be something to do with a store promotion or something like that. This is Ask Me About the Nintendo DS t-shirt.
Excuse me, can I ask you about the Nintendo DS?
Yeah, sure. Well, there's barely any good games on it, really. The good games there are, they're overpriced due to artificial scarcity by Nintendo. And Nintendogs was basically a false advertising campaign. Wow, this is actually from Game Station, which used to be my favourite shop to get games back in the day. Game Station is like a subsidiary of Game that was far cheaper than Game for some reason, especially for pre-owned games. It was really good, and it always had a good selection of games as well. Will there be more Game Station stuff in here? We'll have to see. And what's this one? A Marvel vs. Capcom 3 t-shirt. Fate of Two Worlds. That's cool. Now, a lot of these are probably going to be a bit too big for me because I take a small, but obviously I'll give them to someone who is really going to look after them. Here we have an Ice Age 2 t-shirt. Now this is awesome, a Medal of Honor Rising Sun bag. I'm actually a big fan of the PlayStation 2 Medal of Honor games, especially Frontline, so this is actually really cool. Another t-shirt, Driver San Francisco. Any fans of that game around? I'm not sure, I've never played it myself. So inside the PlayStation bag we have these little Velcro strips, so you can kind of section off the bag, I suppose, if you wanted to, like this, which is quite cool. You can split it into like 3 sections there. Now, this is very interesting here. Some official PlayStation CD cases. Is there going to be any CDs in here? Nope, but that's fine, that's cool. These will definitely come in handy at some point. There's another one here, and this one's zipped up. Yeah, I'll probably have to give these a little clean maybe. They've got a bit of mould inside, but these will be cool, even just as little things to display, as I just love that PlayStation logo on absolutely anything. We have another little box within a box here, and ooh, nice. This has a ton of demos inside and some inserts from a few different games. PlayStation 3 launch special leaflet from the official PlayStation magazine. Wow, I definitely wasn't expecting this. This is a lot of game inserts here, and some instruction booklets as well, actually. Oh, is this Tomb Raider 2? Ah no, it's Tomb Raider 3. I was going to say I need a Tomb Raider 2 insert, So that would have been absolutely perfect. Even some quite obscure ones like Gundam Battle Assault 2 inlay. That's interesting. So my guess is that if Chris worked in retail, then these were all from maybe games that were, I don't know, either rented out or thrown out or something. I'm not too sure why there would be all these inserts. Air Combat Instruction Booklet, I don't think I have that, so yes, that's a bonus. Let's take a look at these demo discs, shall we? And there is a whole load here from early stuff to later stuff, it seems, which is great. And I'm sure there'll be some here that I don't have, but any that I do have will be going to a couple of people I know who are also collecting the PlayStation magazine and the demos. Of course, I'm going to be the first one to get a complete set, obviously. Now, this demo, number 69, is, I think it's probably the most common demo that I see. I just see this demo disc constantly on eBay and just all over the place, basically. Maybe issue 69 is like the peak of the popularity of the official PlayStation magazine. I'm not sure. All I know is I see this all over the place. Number 51, I didn't actually know, has a Metal Gear Solid Special Missions demo, which is interesting. It was something at the time that I just didn't know anything about really, but only recently have I discovered its existence, and I really need a copy actually, because I've never played it. Now you may notice that the later demo discs have like a yellow spine, and these ones get slightly more rare when they go to yellow spines, but it's 100 to 108 that are definitely the hardest to find, alongside of course the special edition demo discs. Now once I complete the collection, I'm planning on doing a full comprehensive video of every single magazine and demo disc from the PS1 era, just to kind of catalogue it really and show people what the entire set looks like and maybe help people along if they are struggling to find specific issues or demo discs. It's one of the videos I'm most looking forward to doing, but unfortunately I can't do it until I've actually got the full collection. Now this is really interesting. It looks like it's an official PlayStation 3 balloon, and it says "This is Living" on it, and it has the PlayStation logo on the other side. It does look slightly damaged in the middle there, so I think this might have been blown up at some point and then maybe let down, or maybe even popped, I don't know. It is a bit dusty, but I'll give it a little blow, see if it blows up. Yeah, I can feel air coming out of that. I can feel air coming out of that little hole. Yeah, that's as far as I'm gonna get it, I think. There we go. That is so freaking cool. I wish I could blow it up and just have it constantly, but obviously if I blow it up it's obviously just going to come down at some point. So there we go. This next item is really, really cool, and I never knew it existed, but I'm so glad that I do now. And it's a little mini PlayStation magazine. I'm not sure whether this was something that was handed out for free to people to get people hooked on the PlayStation magazine, but it basically has all the different, you know, sections of the magazine like play test and pre-play in it, just as a small booklet to tease people. And it has a little version of the peripherals section that I believe was the feature in either issue 2 or 3 that we covered. Anyway, yeah, that's brilliant, is that. I would really love to know more about this particular booklet. We have a little black box here, and let's see what's inside. It's like a box within a box within a box here now. Oh, wow. PlayStation yo-yo. I'm terrible at yo-yos, so I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with it here, but let's take it out. It seems to be battery powered, as it has one of those little slits that you pull the plastic tag out of, but it doesn't look like you can actually replace the batteries, unless there's some way of getting this top off. But yeah, it's an official, well, it looks like an official PlayStation 3 yo-yo, and that is just so cool. I'm saying cool a lot, obviously, because everything in this box is freaking cool. I wish I could show you the yo-yo in action, but as I say, I would just like end up smashing one of the lights or something. So, what is this? The PlayStation 3 training guide on a lanyard. Wow, this is definitely interesting. What can a consumer do? Play games, watch movies and videos, listen to music, show photos, connect with friends, download at the PlayStation Store, browse the internet, and link up to PSP to access stored files. And I wonder if this was like a Game Station lanyard thing that they had on the shop floor at the time. And of course we have the launch titles on the back there: MotorStorm, Resistance Fall of Man, Ridge Racer 7, Genji, which was terrible. IGN says it looks fantastic though. An F1 Championship Edition. Well, I might just wear this all around with me constantly now. That's amazing. A little PlayStation keyring in this bag here. One of those little games, you have to get the balls onto the PlayStation logo there. Oh, let's have a look at this. Hogs of War. Oh, it's the original. Wow. The original inlay for Hogs of War, which basically, if you're looking to buy Hogs of War, you will usually see the one that's like Classics edition that has the game cover within a little box on the cover, and I just hate that when they shrink the cover down and just put Classics, you know, on a massive text in front of it. But this original inlay for Hogs of War is going straight into my Hogs of War box, because I just love that cover. It's one of the best covers ever. As you can see, here's the Zoo Classics Hogs of War case, and yeah, the image is just shrunk into a square there, and the colours around it don't really match, and it's similar to some of the Platinum cases really. They just don't look as good. So I think, yeah, we'll swap this out for the new one, and I think we might swap the case actually, because this case is a bit battered. So we can get a case for a game that we don't really care about, such as Formula 1 99. No, that's cracked. Let's pick a different one. Such as Superstar Dance Club #1 Hits. Now, as you can see, it's got a sticker on it, but that's no problem. I can get that off quite easily. But the case itself is in good condition, so what we can do is just take all of the inlays and stuff out of this. So you're going to need a box cutter, because there's these little pins here that are keeping this CD tray bit in. So what you need to do is wedge the box cutter in between there and kind of lever it out, otherwise these pins will break and you'll mess up your CD case basically. Should kind of just pop out once you've got it a certain way. So now we take out Superstar Dance Club and replace it with our new shiny Hogs of War inlay. Place that back on there. Probably best to put the top or bottom in first and then squeeze the other side down. Again, we don't want to break the case. Unfortunately, the disc also says Zoo Classics, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Put the disc in the new case. Got the instruction booklet there. And finally put the new inlay in where Superstar Dance Club was. And there, now we have a Hogs of War that looks far, far better. And yeah, way better than what I had before, because I really do love this box art anyway, so it's great to have that filling the whole box there. It's just a piece of printed paper, but at the end of the day, that is a really exciting addition to the collection right there. Right, so that's this box within a box, all sorted out. Underneath we have, of course, some PlayStation magazines, starting with some Play magazines. PlayStation Power there, some official PlayStation magazines, Power Station, PlayStation Plus. Of course I don't collect these, but I do have a bit of a collection of various different PlayStation magazines, which I've done a video on in the past called War of the PlayStation Magazines, because there were a whole bunch of different PlayStation magazines, as you can see. But the best one is always the official PlayStation magazine. And the official PlayStation magazines even feel like weightier and thicker, and like they're made out of better material actually. I'm not making this up, they really do. Well, this is very exciting. We've hit upon a special edition of the official PlayStation magazine, the Final Fantasy VIII edition, which I believe came with a demo of Final Fantasy VIII. The front page, for some reason, has a picture of Greta Thunberg. I don't know how they managed to get her picture back in 1998 or whenever it was. There's all sorts of Squaresoft news and interviews in here with stuff like Air Guys, Saga Frontier and Parasite Eve. And the front of the magazine actually says that Final Fantasy VIII is the best PlayStation game ever made, which is interesting. I don't remember there being much of a big deal when Final Fantasy VIII came out, but I'm sure at the time fans of Final Fantasy were really looking forward to this one. Further down at the bottom we've got a computer and video games issue. I might already have this as I have quite a few of these. There's even one issue of PC gaming here. This is quite a big one, this issue actually. I don't know if all of them are this big, but there's a lot of pages in this. So that's it for this box, but there is another box. I'm pretty sure this one just has PlayStation magazines in, but let's see. Well, there's a Windows bag. Wow, that's cool. What's inside here? A Windows 7 Training Tour t-shirt. I do like Windows 7 actually. It's probably the best version of Windows, I'd say. I can't say that I'd make me wear a t-shirt out in public advertising Windows 7 though. Windows pen and a Windows lanyard. Ask me about Windows 7. Another Microsoft Office lanyard. Wasn't expecting this at all. What else is there in here? There's actually a copy of Windows 7, which is great. That'll actually come in handy, I think, at some point. Let's take a look what we've got here then. More PlayStation official magazines. Planet PC. PlayStation Zone. Don't think I've heard of that one actually. Here's one of the magazines that has multiple front covers. I think I already have both of these. There's a white one and a red one, I think. Now these are really cool PlayStation solutions, and this one has Final Fantasy VII, Tomb Raider 2 walkthroughs, along with a Command & Conquer Red Alert walkthrough as well. It might brush over a lot of stuff, but this is actually a full walkthrough for Final Fantasy VII, which, considering how long the game is, that's actually quite impressive that they could fit it all in this magazine and have other guides as well. other PlayStation solutions here with Pandemonium, Warhammer and Die Hard, Mortal Kombat Trilogy and Destruction Derby 2. Again, a lot of games in here, especially Tomb Raider 1, 2 and 3. It's always handy to have a guide. I actually have guides for Tomb Raider 2 and 3 and a guide for the original Tomb Raider that I had since I was a kid. But I think the first like 10 pages are actually ripped out somehow. I don't know how they got ripped out, but that's great to have that. Games Master magazine, that's a new one, not seen that before. This is an official Channel 4 Games Master magazine here. I wonder how many of these they made. And that's it, the box is empty. Now what I have to do is order these, put them all into numerical order and sort them by, you know, which magazine series they are, and then work out which ones I already have and which ones I haven't. So that's going to take me quite a while. But once again, thank you very much to Chris for this amazing donation. It's phenomenal. And I hope you guys all enjoyed watching. I've been Jake of The Retro Perspective. Cheers, and I'll see you next time.